Welcome to Shakespeare FC, the Sonnets, a 5-minute journey into the iambic opinations on life, love, death, and desire, with a smattering of nature and naughtiness, from the mind of our literary epicure from Warwickshire, or, as you become more familiar, Uncle Will. I'm your host, Kari Marshall. In his sonnets, Uncle Will wrote from a very personal place about the human condition, all in just 14 lines. But in that meager space, we can find an absolute wealth of human experience that you just might identify with. So, let's you and I go on a little journey. Today, Uncle Will is in a reflective mood. Rather than speaking specifically to one of his two subjects, he has decided to delve into what has occupied poets, philosophers, and teenagers from time immemorial, the very nature of love. In Sonnet 116, Uncle Will begins to see love as not simply something that exists between two people, or several people in some cases, but rather something independent, a force unto itself that transcends not only age and death, but time itself, an immortal entity in essence. In the first quatrain, he declares that he would never admit that anything could come between a love shared between two people. But he says that love that alters when circumstances change is not love at all, nor is it love if it bends when one tries to destroy it.
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove.
In the second quatrain, he declares that rather than something wavering and mutable, love is a strong, fixed point that can remain unshaken even in the midst of a storm. It is the star that can guide lost ships home, with its distance calculable, but its worth and quality unable to be.
Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken.
In the third quatrain, Uncle Will declares that love exists out of time, even though the rosy lips and cheeks of youth do fall under the power of time's sickle. But true love remains constant and unshakable, even as the days and years go by, all the way up to death.
Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom.
In the final couplet, Uncle Will's confidence abounds, as he declares that if he is wrong about this, then he has never written a word in his life, and no man has ever truly been in love.
If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
Now, far be it from me to comment or even criticize Uncle Will, but we're caught in a bit of a conundrum here. It's obvious that he is rather taken with loving being in love. This is something that I hold my hands up to on a number of occasions. In fact, my poetry was, however, so far over the top, it disappeared over the event horizon into the literary black hole of Petrarchan prose. But never changing? Love does change, and as we will find in his sonnets to the mysterious dark lady, it swings quite impressively. But I think we can all agree that when you first feel the piercing of Cupid's arrow, it is the star that guides you to a place that feels like home. Well, alas and alack, my friends, that is all we have time for. Join us again next time for another hopefully informative journey into the mind of Uncle William. I'm Kari Marshall. Farewell until next time. Shakespeare FC is a production of WGTE Public Media. You can learn more and download all episodes at wgte.org/sfc or wherever you get your podcasts.